The sands of time whisper tales of ancient Egypt, a civilization that flourished for millennia. At its heart were the pharaohs. These were not mere kings. Pharaohs were considered living gods. They ruled with absolute power. The Nile River was their lifeblood. It brought fertility and prosperity to their lands. The pharaohs controlled the river's bounty. This gave them immense influence over their people. Their reign saw the construction of colossal monuments. The pyramids and temples still stand today. They are testaments to their power and ambition. But who were these enigmatic rulers? What were their lives like? How did they rise to such prominence? The answers lie buried in the sands of time. Join us as we embark on a journey through history. We will uncover the mysteries of the Egyptian pharaohs. The pharaohs were more than just rulers. They were considered divine beings. Egyptians believed they were intermediaries between gods and humans. Their authority was absolute. Their word was law. They controlled all aspects of Egyptian life, from agriculture and trade to religion and warfare. Their status as gods gave them immense power. It also came with enormous responsibility. They were tasked with maintaining Ma'at. Ma'at was the cosmic order and balance of the universe. Pharaohs oversaw grand religious ceremonies. They commissioned the building of temples and monuments. All of this was to honor the gods and maintain Ma'at. Their lives were a blend of luxury, power, and duty. They lived in opulent palaces. They commanded vast armies, but they also bore the weight of their divine responsibility. To understand ancient Egypt, we must understand its pharaohs. Their story is the story of Egypt itself. It's a tale of ambition, faith, and the enduring quest for immortality. Before the pharaohs, Egypt was a land divided. Small communities dotted the Nile Valley. Each had its own ruler and deities. But the Nile had other plans. It brought these communities together. They depended on the river's floods for survival. Over time, these communities began to cooperate. They built irrigation canals. They shared resources. This led to the emergence of larger settlements. These settlements eventually evolved into two kingdoms, Upper Egypt in the south and Lower Egypt in the north. The rulers of these kingdoms were powerful. They commanded armies and controlled trade. They also sought to expand their influence. This ambition would eventually lead to the unification of Egypt and the birth of the pharaohs. The unification of Egypt is shrouded in legend. One name emerges from the mists of time, Menes, a ruler from Upper Egypt. He is credited with conquering Lower Egypt. Around 3100 BC, Menes unified the two lands. He established the first dynasty of Egypt. This marked the beginning of the early dynastic period. Menes, now the first pharaoh, established Memphis as his capital. Located at the junction of Upper and Lower Egypt, Memphis was strategically important. It allowed Menes to control trade and communication throughout the newly unified kingdom. Menes's reign set the stage for the pharaohs to come. He established the concept of a unified Egypt ruled by a single divine king. This central authority would become a cornerstone of Egyptian civilization. It would endure for the next 3 millennia. The early pharaohs were not born gods. They rose to power through strength and strategy. They were skilled warriors and shrewd politicians. They consolidated their power through conquest and alliances. They secured Egypt's borders and expanded its influence. Gradually, the concept of pharaoh evolved. They were no longer seen as just powerful rulers. They became living gods, intermediaries between the heavens and the earth. Their authority was absolute, their power unquestioned. This transformation from king to god solidified the pharaoh's position at the apex of Egyptian society. It gave them control over not just the land and its people, but also their very beliefs. It was this divine authority that enabled the pharaohs to command the construction of colossal monuments designed to showcase their power and ensure their legacy for eternity. The Old Kingdom of Egypt, a time of unprecedented prosperity and innovation. The pharaohs, now firmly established as divine rulers, ushered in an era of peace and stability. This stability was the bedrock for a flourishing civilization. The pharaohs of the Old Kingdom were ambitious builders. They commissioned monumental tombs for themselves. These tombs, the pyramids, would become synonymous with ancient Egypt. The construction of these colossal structures required immense resources and manpower. It also showcased the pharaohs' power and the advanced engineering skills of the Egyptians. But the Old Kingdom pharaohs were more than just builders. They were patrons of the arts and sciences. Under their rule, Egyptian art and architecture flourished. Mathematics and astronomy advanced. The pharaohs' quest for eternal life fueled the development of elaborate burial rituals and mummification. The Old Kingdom was a testament to the pharaohs' ability to marshal the resources of a civilization. It was a golden age that would leave an indelible mark on history. Among the Old Kingdom pharaohs, one name resonates through time: Khufu, the second pharaoh of the 4th dynasty. He is renowned for the construction of the Great Pyramid of Giza, a monument that has become an enduring symbol of ancient Egypt. Khufu's pyramid is